Pre-module 4, distributive property. Distributive property, if I hand you a stack of papers and say distribute these, you're handing one out to every person. Distributive property is kind of the same way. What's in front of the parenthesis here needs to be handed out to everything in this parenthesis. So the 5 needs to be handed out to the x, and the 5 needs to be handed out to the 2. The way we do that when we distribute is we multiply. So how do I write 5 multiplied times x? 5x. How do I write 5 multiplied times 2? 10. And this is addition, so there's what we get when we distribute. Now the next one has some negatives, so we have to be careful with our signs. Negative 2 distributed to 3x. Negative 2 times 3x. We do not need like terms to multiply, only to add, so we can multiply these. That will give us a negative 6x. And then negative 2 distributed to the 1, but we have to be careful, this is also a minus sign, so negative here and negative here is going to make that positive. 2 times 1 is 2. That's what we get for that one. The next one, what in the world is in front of that parenthesis? Oh, remember, if there's just a sign, that means it's a negative 1. So we are distributing a negative 1. Now here is also an invisible negative 1 because we have a negative there, but we need to fill in the sign there. So negative 1 and negative 1 make positive 1x, or just x. Now here, negative 1 times the 5, this is a positive, so that's going to create a negative 5. So really, x minus 5 would be the most shortened version of that. And the last one, what are we distributing? The 4x? The 2? Does the negative sign get distributed with the 2? Well, we are not distributing the 4x. The 4x will just carry down into our work. We are distributing the 2, and we are distributing that negative sign. The sign goes with the number, so the whole thing there gets distributed. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times the positive 3 here is negative 6. Now, we think we're done because we distributed. What else can we do here? If we look at it, we see these are like terms. Positive 4x and negative 2x are like terms. So 4 and negative 2 adds up to 2x. And we still are going to carry our negative 6 down. That's the final answer to that problem. So make sure once you distribute, if you have other terms there, check and see if they're like terms and add them together if they are.